Have you ever stared at your bank account and wondered how on earth you're going to make it through the month with just $87 left? You've skipped coffee, said no to dinner with friends, and ignored every fun invitation because the truth is, you just can't afford it. You feel stuck, frustrated, maybe even a little ashamed. But let me be clear about one thing. This isn't your fault. Right now, there are students just like you, same age, same background, making $10,000 before they've even graduated. They don't come from money. They're not using shady shortcuts. The difference? They think differently. They act differently. They made one decision that changed everything, and you can too. And if no one's ever shown you how to actually make that kind of money as a student, that ends today. Let's talk about why most students stay broke, even when they're smart, hardworking, and doing everything right. You're told to go to college, focus on getting good grades, maybe take on a part-time job, get a degree. Then, hopefully, find a decent job that pays the bills. But while you're doing all that, life gets more expensive. Rent climbs, food costs rise, stress builds. But your income? It stays exactly where it is, or doesn't exist at all. And all along, you've been told that being broke in college is some sort of noble rite of passage. But here's the truth. Being broke isn't noble. It's unnecessary. You don't need to wait until you're 30 to have money. You don't need to struggle through your entire 20s. You can start now. $10,000 isn't some fantasy number. It's real. And for most students, it's life-changing. It turns pressure into peace of mind, doubt into confidence. But everything starts with one shift, one powerful realization. The students who earn 10K before graduation aren't smarter than you. They don't have secret connections. They just ask different questions. While most people ask, what job can I get that pays me $12 an hour? These students ask, what can I offer that's worth $500 to someone? That question changes everything. The world doesn't pay for hours, it pays for value. And whether you realize it or not, you already have value. Maybe you're good at writing. That skill can earn you money writing articles, resumes, or marketing content. Maybe you're articulate. You could tutor others, do voiceovers, or create spoken content. If you're into social media, small businesses are literally searching right now for someone to help them manage their accounts. Know how to edit a video, design something in Canva. You can get paid starting today. The problem isn't that you lack skills. The real problem is that no one ever taught you how to turn your skills into income. You've been conditioned to believe those talents are only useful in school, not in the real world. That belief? It's the reason most students stay broke, even when they don't have to. Here's what usually happens. You decide you want to make money, so you Google best jobs for college students. You get a list: barista, tutor, cashier, intern. You apply, you wait. Maybe you get hired, but it barely pays anything. You're exhausted, you're underpaid, and you start to feel like maybe it's just not possible. So you quit, you settle. But let me challenge you with something important. Why are you waiting for someone to give you a job, when you could be creating your own opportunity? There are 300 million people in the US right now. Thousands of them need help. Many of them are willing to pay. They just haven't met you yet. But that's about to change. The internet leveled the playing field. You don't need credentials. You don't need approval. What you need is the courage to start. So here's the first decision that makes everything else possible. Stop chasing paychecks. Start building income. Decide now that you are no longer just a student. You are a builder. You are a value creator. You're capable of generating money on demand. Not someday, today. Because from this moment forward, everything I share with you in this video is a tool you can use. Every step is part of the blueprint. But none of it works without this mindset shift. You are responsible for your income. And that's a powerful thing. Let's lay the foundation for your $10,000 breakthrough. Here's what you'll learn in the next parts of this video. We'll dive deep into how high-income students think, so you can shift your perspective too. I'll show you the high-value skills that are in demand right now, even if you've never been paid $1 for them before. You'll hear real stories from students who went from $0 to $1,000, then from $1,000 to $10,000. You'll learn how to create a simple weekly system that builds your income without burning you out. We'll also talk about balance, because making money means nothing if you lose your peace of mind. Then we'll explore how to manage that money, so you don't just earn it, but keep it and multiply it. And finally, we'll talk about leveling up, how to grow your 10K into 50K and beyond, all before you leave school. If you follow through with every part of this video, you won't just earn money. You'll change the way you think about yourself. You'll prove to yourself that you are not at the mercy of the system. You are the system. And before we end part 1, let me remind you of this. You don't need permission. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take the first step. And guess what? By watching this far, you already have. In part 2, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to make your first $500. We're going to build it together, step by step. And then I'll show you how to scale that up to $10,000. But before you go, I want you to answer this one question in the comments below. What would $10,000 mean to you right now? Your answer could inspire someone else to believe it's possible for them too. Let's talk. Let's build. Let's grow. Let's start with a truth no one talks about. You don't need to make $10,000 this week. You just need to make your first $500. Because that first $500 is the spark. It's not just about the money, it's the proof. Proof that you can create income from thin air. Proof that your skills, your effort, and your value can actually be exchanged for real dollars. And more than anything, it's proof that you're no longer stuck. You're building. Once you earn that first $500, something changes inside you. Your confidence shifts. The question in your head goes from, can I really do this? To, how far can I take this? It's no longer a dream, it's a system you're now in control of. But most students never get there. They freeze at the starting line, paralyzed by the idea that they don't know enough or need to prepare more. They say, I don't know where to start. But that's not the problem. The truth is, you don't need to know everything. You just need to find one person with one problem and solve it. That's where it all begins. You don't need to create a product. You don't need to form a business. You don't need a fancy website or a brand identity. All you need is one skill that solves a real problem for someone willing to pay. That's it. So how do you find that skill? Start here. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. What do people naturally ask me for help with? What have I already done for free that others appreciated? And what could I teach to someone who's just 2 steps behind me? You might be surprised by how much value you already hold. Maybe you helped a friend edit their essay. That makes you a potential writing tutor. Maybe you created a resume in Canva that landed someone an interview. That's a marketable design skill. Maybe you helped your mom or dad set up a Facebook page. That's a social media setup service that small businesses would love to pay for. We tend to overlook what feels easy to us. But what's easy for you is often incredibly hard for someone else. And they'll pay to save time, frustration, or stress. That's where you come in. Now it's time to turn that skill into a real, clear offer. It's not complicated. Here's the framework. I help who do what to achieve result. For example, I help college students write better resumes that land interviews. Or, I help small business owners create Canva graphics that attract customers on Instagram. Or even, I help high schoolers understand algebra with one-on-one online tutoring. That single sentence becomes your North Star. Put it in your DMs. Add it to your Instagram bio. Say it when someone asks what you're up to. It's your offer, It's your mini brand. Next comes the part that scares most people, getting clients. But it doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, forget about building a website or crafting a logo. Just talk to people. Start with the people you already know. Reach out to 10 friends and say something like, "Hey, I just started offering your service. Do you know anyone who might need help with that?" The responses will surprise you. Someone always knows someone. If you want to go beyond your circle, dive into online communities. Join Facebook groups for students, creatives, or small businesses. Go to Reddit threads like AHA for Hire or RRR College. Hop on Twitter or LinkedIn and look for people asking for help. Then message them. Not with spam, not with desperation, just with genuine intent to help. Try something like this. "Hey, I saw your post about needing resume help. I specialize in helping students build standout resumes. I'd love to send over a few suggestions. Free. If they help, great. If not, no worries." That right there, solving, not selling, is what builds trust. Now comes the part where many students get nervous, charging money. They think, "I'm not experienced enough, I can't charge much." But here's the truth. You're not charging for your time. You're charging for the result you deliver. If you help someone get an interview, save them 5 hours, or reduce their stress, that's worth real money. Start simple. Charge $50, $100 per gig. If it's hourly, go for $20, $40. You don't need to land a massive client. 5 gigs at $100 each, you've made your first $500. That's your proof. That's your domino. And when you land that first gig, over-deliver. Seriously, do more than what was asked. Finish it early. Add something small and unexpected. Be easy to work with. Be clear in your communication. Make it a joy for someone to pay you. Because here's the secret. One happy client can turn into 3. A $100 job can become $1,000 a month if you build that relationship. This is how you go from hustle to freelance. From part-time extra cash to micro-business with income you control. Let's break down the math. Say you make $500 in month 1. Then you improve, raise your rates, or add new clients and earn $1,000 in month 2. Keep refining. By month 6, you could easily be bringing in $2,000 per month. And that's while still being a full-time student. That adds up to over $10,000 in less than a year. And all of it started with that first offer. Let me give you a real example. Tyler was a sophomore in college, flipping burgers at a fast food chain for $10 an hour. On weekends, he liked making fun animations on his iPad. One day, just for fun, he posted an offer on Reddit. Custom animated intros for $100. A stranger messaged him. He took the job, delivered it in 3 days, got paid. That client referred him to 3 more. Within 5 months, Tyler was making $1,500 per month creating animated reels for small businesses and loving every minute of it. He used the money to pay his tuition, then surprised his mom with a used car. He didn't go viral. He didn't build a huge brand. He just delivered value. Consistently. That made all the difference. Now, let's talk about something deeper. Making your first $500 changes your psychology. It changes your identity. You stop being a consumer. You become a creator. You're no longer someone waiting for opportunity. You're someone building it. That's the real power. That's the real win. So here's what I want you to do this week. In the first 2 days, write down 3 skills you already have. Choose one and write your 1-sentence offer. By day 3, message 10 people or join 3 online groups. Send 5 messages offering value. By the end of the week, land 1 gig. Deliver it well. Then ask for a short testimonial. Use that to land your next 2 clients. You will be amazed by what happens when you take action instead of waiting for permission. And let me leave you with this. Your first $500 isn't about the cash. It's about the confidence. It's not about proving it to anyone else. It's about proving it to yourself. You're no longer stuck in a system. You've started building your own. That $500? It's the domino, and it can tip over everything. In part 3, we're going even deeper. I'll show you how to turn your one skill into a sustainable $2,000 a month system. No burnout, no begging, no giving up school. Just clear steps you can follow. If this part lit a fire inside you, let me know in the comments. Drop your goal, your skill, or simply say, I'm making my first $500 this month. We're cheering for you. Let's build together. You've got this. So, you've made your first $500. That moment changed something in you. You realized you could create money from your own effort. That it wasn't luck, it wasn't a fluke, it was you. And now comes the real question. What's next? Because $500 is a great start, but let's be honest, it's not financial freedom. You've still got tuition to cover, rent to pay, groceries to buy, books to afford, and maybe even some debt piling up behind the scenes. The real goal isn't just a one-time win. The real goal is building a system, a reliable, repeatable stream of income that fits around your life as a student. Something sustainable that works even when you're busy, tired, or distracted. This is what part 3 is all about. Let's talk about how to move from one-time gigs to a predictable $2,000 per month, while still staying in school, keeping your mental health intact, and, yes, still having time to enjoy your life. It starts with a mindset shift. A gig is when someone pays you once. A system is when people pay you again and again, with little to no extra effort. So the first question you should ask yourself is this: how can I stop chasing every dollar and start building a machine that works for me? The answer? Build a system around your skill. Whether your talent is writing, design, tutoring, video editing, or social media, you can turn it into a powerful system that keeps growing over time. Here's how. Every reliable student income system is built on 3 key parts: attract, deliver, and scale. Let's start with attract. This is how people find you, trust you, and eventually hire you. You don't need to spend weeks building a website. You just need a place where people can see what you do. Start with something simple, like an Instagram portfolio. Post your past work, a few results you've delivered, and testimonials. Canva makes this process easy. Or use Notion. It's free, looks clean, and works beautifully on mobile. You can list your services, prices, and a short bio with a contact link. If you're active on Reddit or Twitter, pin a post that clearly states what you do and how people can reach you. For example, hey, I help college students design resumes that land real interviews. I've worked with 15 plus clients in the last 2 months. DM me or check my Notion page to book a slot. Next, deliver. This is where most people waste time and energy. You want to do great work, but not at the cost of your mental health or your study time. The secret? Create repeatable systems for how you work. Start by building templates. If you write resumes, create a basic layout and wording structure. If you tutor, design a reusable slide deck or worksheet. If you create social media posts, keep a folder of go-to layouts or content calendars. Templates save time. They make your service faster, more consistent, and way easier to scale. Also, use tools that make you look professional without requiring much effort. Calendly lets people book calls with you. No back and forth emails. Google Forms helps you gather client info before you even start. Use Notion or Trello to stay organized and track projects like a pro. Even if you're working from a dorm room, these tools make you look like a business. And then comes the game changer: scale. This is how you go from freelancer to founder. It's how you start to create leverage, so your income isn't tied directly to every single hour you work. One way to do that is with monthly retainers. Instead of charging $100 per individual project, offer a service where someone pays you $300 per month to manage their social media. One client like that gives you recurring income. 4 clients? That's $200 per month. 8 clients? You're already past $2,000 per month. The work becomes consistent and your income becomes predictable, just like a paycheck, but fully on your terms. Another method is to productize your service. Package what you offer into clearly defined, easy-to-purchase options. For example, resume revamp in 48 hours, $149. 3-session essay coaching, $250. Logo design plus 3 Instagram posts, $200. People love clarity. Productized services save both of you time and make purchasing from you feel effortless. If your workload grows faster than you can handle, don't panic. Grow smart. Bring in help. You don't have to do it all alone. Find a classmate with similar skills and split projects. That's exactly what Tyler, our animation student from Part 2, did. He built a small team of 3 students to handle animation production while he focused on managing client relationships and outreach. That's real growth. Of course, the number one concern for most students is, what if this hurts my school performance? Here's how you avoid that. Use a simple weekly breakdown. Devote 25 hours a week to classes and studying. Allocate 15 hours to your freelance or business work. Leave 50 hours for sleep. Add 10 hours for exercise, social time, or creative outlets. That still gives you around 18 hours of flex time. You don't need to hustle 24/7. You just need 2 to 3 focused hours a day, 5 days a week. Treat your business like a class. Show up consistently, do the work, and results will follow. Now let's address the elephant in the room: burnout. Chasing money without boundaries is a fast track to exhaustion. Burnout doesn't just ruin your business, it robs you of your creativity, focus, and joy. So how do you avoid it? Start by saying no. Only work with clients who energize you, not drain you. Automate repetitive tasks using tools we mentioned. And most importantly, build a reset ritual. Whether it's a 20-minute walk, journaling, meditation, or an hour offline, give your brain space to breathe. Because while money is valuable, your energy is your true currency. Let's bring this all together with a real-world example. Jamie is a 20-year-old marketing major who loved using Canva. She started helping small businesses design Instagram graphics and quickly expanded into social media management. Within a few months, she had 4 monthly retainer clients, paying $300 each. That's $2,200 per month. On top of that, she picked up 1 resume gig per week at $100 each, adding $400 monthly. Then, she began running simple monthly workshops for students at $20 per seat and got 20 people to join. That's another $400. Altogether, $2,000 per month. She works 15 to 20 hours a week, stays on top of school, and is paying for grad school with 0 loans. That's not a dream. That's a system. A system that gives her experience, confidence, client relationships, and a portfolio. By the time she graduates, she's not looking for a job. She's already running her career. So what's your next step? Here's a 5-day plan to build your system. Day 1, write your 1-sentence offer. Create a Notion or Instagram page to showcase your service. Day 2, list your top 3 services. Set clear pricing. Make it easy for people to say yes. Day 3, reach out to 5 past clients or new leads. Share your new packages. Day 4, build a template you'll use for every new client. It saves time and builds trust. Day 5, set your monthly income goal. Break it down. How many clients or products will it take? Now, go. If you had $2,000 coming in every month, how would your life change? Would you breathe easier, sleep better, take your family out to dinner without worrying about the bill? Would you finally invest in yourself, take that course, travel, or launch that side project? Comment below. If I had $2,000 a month right now, here's how my life would change. Say it, believe it, build it, because you're not waiting for success. you're creating it. One decision, one client, one system at a time. Let's start with a question that most people avoid. What's the point of making $10,000 if you have absolutely nothing to show for it a year later? This is where most students quietly fall apart. It's not a money problem, it's a money management problem. They get paid, they spend it fast, and then they're stressed again. It becomes a cycle. Earn, spend, panic, repeat. And that cycle doesn't go away just because you make more money. In fact, for most people, it just gets worse. But that won't be your story, because today you're going to learn how to master your money for life. You'll learn how to escape the paycheck to paycheck loop, grow your net worth, even on a student income, and make every dollar you earn work harder for you. Here's the golden rule of money that too many people learn too late. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep and what you do with it. That's why we're building your student wealth system, a framework designed to help you stay in control, avoid financial traps, and actually build wealth while you're still in school. It's made up of 4 essential parts. Track it, protect it, grow it, direct it. Let's take them one by one. First, track it. You can't manage what you don't measure. If you don't know where your money is going, you'll never be in control of it. Start simple. Use a Google Sheet or a Notion template. Track your income, your expenses, your savings, and your investments. Update it weekly, even if you only made $100. It builds awareness, and awareness leads to control. Break it into categories. Income from freelance, part-time or passive sources. Expenses like rent, groceries, transport, subscriptions. Savings for short-term goals and emergencies. Investments like ETFs, crypto, in small amounts, or skill building. Because here's the truth. If you can't manage $100, you won't magically manage $10,000. Second, protect it. Let's talk about the 3 biggest ways students quietly lose money. The first is lifestyle creep. You start making more, and suddenly you're buying more coffee, new clothes, upgrading tech, eating out more. You feel richer, but you're not saving anything. The fix? Live like you earn half of what you actually do. If you make $1,000 a month, live like it's $500. Use the rest to buy your freedom. The second trap is impulse spending. DoorDash. 3 nights a week? Late night Amazon scrolls? These tiny leaks slowly drain your progress. Try this. Wait 48 hours before buying anything non-essential. You'll be amazed how much you no longer need. And the third trap, credit card debt. This one hits hard and fast. Interest rates above 20% can eat your future alive. If you use credit cards, pay them off in full every month. If you can't do that yet, stick to debit or even use cash. Avoid emotional purchases. Stay grounded. Third, grow it. Here's a mindset to burn into your brain. I don't wait until I have a lot to start investing. I start now with whatever I have. Start by building your emergency fund. $500 to $1,000 tucked away in a separate account can save your sanity when life happens. Your laptop breaks? You won't panic. You'll handle it. Then, start investing. Even $50 a month adds up fast over time. Use beginner-friendly platforms like Robinhood, Acorns, Fidelity, or Vanguard. Stick to simple, low-fee index funds or ETFs like VTI or SPY. Reinvest your dividends. Stay consistent. Forget day trading. This isn't about quick wins. It's about building long-term, unstoppable momentum. And don't forget to invest in the highest return asset of all, your skills. Spend $100 on a course that helps you write better, sell better, or land more clients. Buy tools that save you time. Read books that reshape how you think. A new skill can double your income faster than any stock ever will. Fourth, direct it. Money without direction disappears. So give every dollar a job. Follow the 70-20-10 rule. Use 70% of your income for living, rent, food, transport, fun. Use 20% for saving, your emergency fund or short-term goals. Use 10% to invest, in stocks, your skills, or a side project. Let's break that down. If you earn $1,000 a month, $700 goes to your essentials, $200 goes to savings, $100 goes into growth. Suddenly, every dollar has a purpose. You're not reacting to your money, you're directing it. And here's the part no one talks about. This isn't just a budget, it's an identity shift. You're not just someone who makes money anymore, you're someone who manages it, multiplies it, protects it. You're not living on impulse, you're living with intention. That identity will make you rich in ways far beyond dollars. Let me tell you a story. Sophia, a 21-year-old student, started offering resume writing for $50. In her first month, she made $1,000. Most people would have spent it celebrating, but not Sophia. She saved $200. She invested $150 into a writing course. She put $150 into an index fund. She spent $300 upgrading her laptop. Within 6 months, her prices doubled. She was earning $2,500 per month. But more importantly, she was building a real financial foundation. Not just a side hustle, not just a bank balance, a system, a habit, a future. Now it's your turn.